I'll give it a second. What's that right there? What's that called? What you got?
That one right there?
The grape you got.
Oh, it's Stella Rosso?
No, that right there.
Oh, this one is Chronic Cellars.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, this is vegan friendly.
Are you vegan?
I ain't vegan, but you know,
Oh,
like
okay.
when you get vegan friendly wines, it replicates like no pork in it. And some wine has pork in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, kind of. And Stella Rosa, that's vegan friendly.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
And I found out that damn 1928 wasn't vegan friendly, and I was drinking my favorite wine.
Oh, damn.
That shit hurt.
Shoot. Kind. Be careful with that.
Yeah.
All right, Shalom. Oh, no, go ahead.
No, I was just
Okay, kind. Hey, Shalom Israel. Y'all Bashim Yashai Brakathum. Y'all Shemar Latham Bashim Yashai. We're doing a Sabbath service tonight. It's an amazing thing, man. Wonderful. Most High in Christ. We're doing it tonight. Why are we allowed to do it tonight? Friday night instead of the next morning. Why is that? Go ahead.
That's because Sabbath is, how can I say, Friday evening to Saturday evening.
Because this is a Sabbath. This absolutely is a Sabbath. You feel me? It's a Sabbath service, so I mean it's a Sabbath and we're holding a service right now. You know what I mean? We out here in San Bernardino, California, right? So if you're in the area, always come to class physically if you can help it, you know. What we talked about last week? We talked about Rachel and Leah, right? We talked about Rachel, Leah, Jacob, Laban, right?
Okay.
Talked about all those things, and what was the moral of everything? Go ahead.
I would say it was more of the dedication that Jacob had. Oh, Slakia. I would say it's more so of being fair within your marriage. Pretty much.
Okay. Right. What else?
And it's could I add in the multiple marriage?
Yeah.
I mean, if you were to have multiple wives, then I mean the Most High recommends you that you treat them just as equal.
Right. Sabbath begins at sundowns, correct? The white man changes the days and times. Okay, expound on that statement in correlation to Jacob, Rachel, and Leah. But kind. So this week, we got somebody at the door. We're gonna go over, as you see on the screen, we're gonna talk about Aaron. We're gonna talk about Aaron's garment, right? Or the garment of a high priest. Slightly. We're mainly gonna focus on the Urim and the Thummin. And we're gonna talk about how to make decisions. We're gonna talk about how to make decisions. Because you don't wanna live a life, all your life you made bad decisions and poor choices. Now you wanna make, in the truth, good decisions. You get my point? You wanna make righteous choices, righteous decisions. You don't wanna make poor decisions. You understand what I'm saying? So we're gonna go into that a little bit. I got some precepts for that. I got some precepts for, we're just gonna talk about Aaron a little bit. And then it's gonna build up, everything's gonna tie into how to make decisions, right? Now, we're gonna talk, before I go into it, I'm just letting you know we're gonna talk about Aaron. We're gonna talk about Aaron and go into a little bit of background on him. I know a lot of times we talk about Moses, right? So, you know, at least for our class, my class, we talk about Moses a lot. I appreciate it. We talk about Moses quite a bit. So we're going to talk about Aaron. You understand what I'm saying? The water, brother. I appreciate it. We're going to talk about Aaron, man. So, you know how it go. Not that camera. All right, Majim, this is me. Right, we got the incense burning and everything righteous, right? All right, blow the shofar. Put the wine into the chalice. La Yashrala. To Israel. Gonna uncover the scrolls, the holy scrolls of the Most High. And we're gonna throw up these prayers, all right? Make sure sisters have your head covered, brothers. Pray along with us. Burn your incense. You see? We're gonna throw up these prayers, all right? It's like, are you ready? Face the east. Amayawa Panyak Wadam, which means stand and face the east. Next week I'm gonna ask y'all what that means, all right? Next Sabbath service. The Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Ayah, Shomka, Yahweh, Malakutka, Taba'ah, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Lanawa, Nakam, Call, Yawam, Wasalak Lanawa, Kabawat Nawa, Kasalak Nawa, Wala'ah, Kabaya Nawa, Kabasayawan, Ball, Kabashai Nawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Ha'ala, Hataparath, Walamyam, Amen. The Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not. Into temptation. But deliver us. From evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it. Hakak, or the power. Yahweh. Ba'asham. Yahushua. Babakushah. Latanyanawa. Hakak. Larapa'ah. Call. Makala. Wakal. Madawa. Hakak. Latahar. Matazarayim. Hakak. Lahakwayim. Hamatyim. Hakak. Ayel. Rakawath. Hatama'ala. Lagarasham. Ba'asham. Yahushua. For water. Amen. In English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Please give us the power. The power to heal. All manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it. the blessings. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah
Wa
Yahweh.
Yahweh Shai.
Wa Yahweh
Wa
Shai.
Me'aka'ala.
Wa Ma'akala.
Wa Alahayim.
Wa Alahayim.
Matazab Ya'ah.
Matazab Yaha.
Alawap Yahana.
Alawap Yahana.
Ha'alawapyim.
Halawapim.
Hasaranyim.
Hasaramyim.
Ha'kwatazayanyim.
Haikwartazayamyim.
Ha'kayayoyim.
Hakayayoyim.
Wa Ha'akwati.
Wahakwakim.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bahasham.
Bahasham.
Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai.
The water.
The water.
Amen.
Amen.
In English, what we said was, bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commanding General Yohanan.
Commanding General Yahweh.
The generals.
The generals.
The captains.
The captains.
The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah.
Asha'ah.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
All.
All.
Haryam.
Aharyam.
Mayan.
Mayam.
Yaba'ah.
Yaba'ah.
Isaiah.
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 Ma'ayin.
Ma'ayin.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Shemayim.
Shemayim.
Waratazah.
Waratazah.
All.
All.
Yathan.
Yathan.
Lamawat.
Lamawat.
Regalka.
Regalka.
All.
All.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Shemarka.
Shemarka.
Hana.
Hana.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yanawam.
Wayawam.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Yayashun.
Yayashun.
Shawamar.
Shawamar.
Yasharallah.
Yasharallah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazalka.
Tazalka.
Ayad.
Ayad.
Yamimka.
Yamimka.
Yawamam.
Yawamam.
Hashamash.
Hashamash.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yakaka.
Yakaka.
Wayarach.
Wayarach.
Balayallah.
Balayallah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamarka.
Yashamarka.
Makal.
Makal.
Rai.
Rai.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Napashka.
Apnapashka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Taza'atka.
Taza'atka.
Wa'aka.
Wa'aka.
Ma'aita.
Ma'aita.
Wa'ai.
Wa'ai.
Awalam.
Awalam.
In English. Sorry. I will lift up mine eyes unto the hill.
I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from the Lord.
My help cometh from the Lord,
Which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth
shall
Israel
neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor
The
sleep.
Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade
The Lord is thy shade
upon thy right hand.
upon thy right
The
hand.
sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee
The Lord shall preserve thee
from all evil.
from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy
The
soul.
Lord shall preserve thy going
The
out
Lord shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming in
from this time forth
from this time forth
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore.
Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
All.
All.
Damaya.
Damaya.
Laka.
Laka.
All.
All.
Akarash.
Akarash.
All.
Wa'al.
Shakwat.
Takwash.
All.
All.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Hana.
Hana.
Awayabyaka.
Awayabyaka.
Hamayawan.
Hamayawan.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Ayel.
Ayel.
Amaka.
Amaka.
Ayamwa.
Ya'ira.
Sawada.
Sawada.
Wayata.
Wayata.
La'ai.
La'ai.
Tazawa.
Sabwa.
Ayel.
Ayel.
Tazapawanyaka.
Tazapawanyaka.
Marwa.
Marwa.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Malakakidam.
Malakakidam.
Magoya.
Magoya.
Mala'ah.
Ma'ah.
Yazakar.
Asakar.
Shum.
Shum.
Yasharallah.
Yasharallah.
Abada.
Abada.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Noah.
Noah.
Tazawa.
Tazawa.
Laba.
Laba.
Kadwa.
Kadwa.
Ayaka.
Ayaka.
Baryath.
Yarath.
Karathwa.
Yarath.
Alayah.
Ayah.
Adawam.
Adawam.
Wa.
Wa.
Yashama'alium.
Yashama'alium.
Awa'aba.
Awa'aba.
Wahagarium.
Wahagarium.
Wabal.
Wabal.
Wa'amawan.
Adawam.
Wa'amalak.
Awala'ah.
Halashaf.
Alashah.
I'm Yeshabia.
I'm Yeshabia.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gum.
Gum.
Ashawar.
Ashawar.
Halawa.
Halawa.
Aimam.
Aimam.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Zarawai.
Zarawai.
Labunya.
Labunya.
Lawat.
Lawat.
Salah.
Salah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Laham.
Laham.
Kamadyan.
Kamadyan.
Kasaya.
Kasaya.
Sarah.
Sarah.
Kayabyan.
Kayabyan.
Banakal.
Banakal.
Kayashwan.
Kashwan.
Kashamadwa.
Kashawadwa.
Bayan.
Bayan.
Dara.
Dara.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Daman.
Daman.
Ladama.
Ladama.
Shayatamwa.
Shayatamwa.
Nada.
Nada.
Yamawa.
Yabawa.
Kaira.
Kaira.
Wakazaba.
Wakazaba.
Wakazabak.
Wakazabak.
Wakatazal.
Wakatazal.
Manai.
Manai.
Call.
Call.
Nasayakwa.
Nasayakwa.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Marwa.
Agwab.
Nairasha.
Nawarshah.
Lanawa.
Nalawa.
Af.
Af.
Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Alahaya.
Alahala.
Shayatamwa.
Shayadamwa.
Magogala.
Magogala.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
La Punya.
La Punya.
Laka.
Laka.
Ka. Slaggy. Ka'ash.
Ka'ash.
Taba'ira.
Taba'ira.
Ya'ira.
Ma'ira.
Wa.
Wa.
Kalahaba,
Kalahaba.
Kalahat,
Kalaha.
Harayum,
Haram.
Kun,
Kun.
Daradapma,
Kabadakram.
Masairika,
Kabzairika.
Wabasa,
Wabakasa.
Wapazka,
Wapazka.
Wabahalam,
Maham.
Mala'a,
Ma'a.
Punyahum,
Palahum.
Palawan,
Palawam.
Waya,
Waya.
Wakwashwa,
Wakashwa.
Shamka,
Shamka.
Yahawa,
Yahweh.
Yabashwa,
Wabashwa.
Waya,
Waya.
Wahalwa,
Wahawa.
Adya'ai,
Ada'ai.
Waya,
Waya.
Kaparwa,
Kaparwa.
Waya,
Waya.
Abadwa,
Wababwa.
Waya,
Waya.
Ya'aiwa,
Waya.
Kaya,
Kaya.
Ata, Shamka,
Shamka.
Yahawa,
Yahweh.
Wabadka,
Wabaka.
Al-Yawan,
Al-Yawan.
Al-Qal,
Al-Qal.
Al-Rataza,
Rataza.
and English. Keep not thou silence, O God.
Keep not thy silence, O God.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O God.
O God.
For lo,
Thine
enemies
Thy enemies
make a tumult.
make a tumult.
And they that hate thee
And they that hate
have
thee
lifted up the head.
have lifted up the
They
head.
have taken crafty counsel
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people.
against thy people
And consulted
and consulted
against thy hidden ones.
against thy hidden
They have
ones.
said,
They have said,
Come,
Come,
and let us cut them off.
and let us cut them off
From being a nation.
from being a
Let the
nation.
name of Israel.
That the name of
Maybe
Israel
no more in remembrance.
maybe no more in
For they
remembrance.
have consulted together
For they have consulted together
one consent.
with one
They
consent.
are confederate against thee.
They are confederate
The
against thee.
tabernacles of Edom
The tabernacles of Edom
and the Ishmaelites,
and the Ishmaelites,
of Moab,
of Moab,
and the Hagarim,
and the Hagarim,
Gebal,
Gebal,
and Ammon,
and Ammon,
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
Philistines,
the Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of
Assur
Tyre.
also is joined with them.
Assur also is joined
They
with
have
them.
hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them
Do unto
as
them
unto the Midianites,
as unto the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jaban,
as to Jaban,
at the brook of Kisan,
at the brook of
which
Kisan,
perished at Endor.
which perished at
They
Endor.
became as dung for the earth.
They have become as done for the earth.
Make their nobles,
Make their nobles
like Oreb,
like Oreb,
like Zaid,
and like Zaid.
yea,
Yea.
all their princes,
All their princes.
as Zabah,
As
and
Zabah.
as Almunah,
And as
who
Almunah.
said,
Who said,
let us take to ourselves
let us take to
the
ourselves
houses of God in possession.
the houses of God in
Oh
possession.
my God,
Oh my
make
God.
them like a wheel,
Make them like a
as
wheel.
the stubble before the wind,
As the stubble
as
before the
the fire
wind.
burneth the wood,
As the fire burneth the
and as
wood.
the flame set the mountains on
And
fire.
as the flame set the mountains on
So
fire.
persecute them
So persecute them
with thy temper,
with thy temper.
and make them
And
afraid
make them afraid
with thy storm.
with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame.
that they may seek thy
That
name.
they may seek thy name.
O Lord,
O Lord.
let them be confounded
Let them be confounded
and troubled forever.
and troubled forever.
Yea,
Yea.
let them be put to shame
Let them be put to shame
and perish,
and perish.
that men may know
That men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the Most High
art the most high
over all the earth.
over all the earth.
So, Shabbat, you may be seated. Those are the prayers we throw up every Sabbath service, every holy day. Every holy day has a Sabbath service, right? Help me out, Nathazat.
Oh, Slaki, sir.
Let's come down. Okay, that's fine right there. That's fine.
Come.
Go back down a little bit.
Load it.
Yeah. That's fine.
Come.
Just like it. Looks like it. All right. So we're gonna talk about Aaron. All right. We're gonna talk about Aaron first. So what do we know about Aaron so far? You know, Passover is coming up, so we gotta start getting tighter on these precepts concerning, you know, brothers and sisters and accounts revolving that time, right? Right?
Come.
All right. So let's go into it a little bit. What we know about Moses. First, let's start there. What do we know about Moses? What tribe is Moses from?
It's from the tribe of Levi, sir.
He's from the tribe of Levi because really it don't matter if his mother is, but his mother was as well, I believe. But his father is from Levi, which would make him Levi. You understand what I'm saying?
No.
So, and what happened with Moses? What happened with him? Go ahead.
He was going through a time period where Pharaoh was afraid of the Hebrews, so he wanted to demolish all the sons of the Hebrews and the newborn of the Hebrews to stop them from populating so quickly because he was afraid of their numbers. So his mother, in her desperation, saved him by pushing him into the ocean.
Desperation.
I would say out of a leap of faith, pretty much,
Yeah.
to try to save him from being executed by the
Out of
Egyptians.
faith. I would say out of faith.
Come
You know
on.
what I mean? Because she trusted, for you to push your baby in the river in a woven basket, you feel me, takes faith.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, Lord, guide this basket. She didn't put Moses in the body of water to drown.
Right.
She trusted that the Lord would guide him to safety.
Come on.
You see? And so it just so happened that I believe it was a sister that found him and brought him to, or the Egyptian midwife or a Pharaoh's wife or something like that, right? Her sister, I forget exactly who it was. But she saw the child and made sure that that child wasn't touched by Pharaoh, because what were they doing? They were killing off the Israelites. Israelite male babies, they wanted dead. You understand what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
You read the book of Exodus, it's Exodus in itself. It's called Exodus because it's about the Exodus from Egypt, from oppression, from slavery, from bondage, from murder, from rape, from harm. And God delivered the children of Israel from all of that. So, but there's two brothers. You see what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't just Moses. Moses is who the Most High was dealing with directly. But Moses had a second in command. You get my point? And that was Aaron. Aaron was, and we'll read, Aaron was like Moses' spokesperson. I don't want to say spokesperson. He was just, he related, he talked better than Moses. Moses was in charge. Moses would tell Aaron what the Lord told Moses, and Aaron would tell the people. Because Aaron was a better speaker. You understand? So let's go into when Moses was first called, the burning bush, and then the Most High starts to break down what the Most High requires of Moses. You understand? So let's go to Exodus 4 and 10, right? I'm going to read it in the Hebrew. Y'all find, and in the meantime, as I read it in the Hebrew, if you don't have a Hebrew Bible, what I want you to do is find the names of, or find me the name or names of the parents of Moses. You understand? Find me their names. Find me their names. Exodus 4 and 10, all right? In the Hebrew. Okay. Waya Amar, Masha, Al, Yahweh, Baya, Adunya, La'a, Ayash, Dabaryam, Anakya, Gum, Mathamawal, Mathamawa'ala, Gum, Mashalasham, Gum, Ma'azah, the Bawar, All, Ibadwa, just like Ibadka, Kaya, Kabad, Pa, Wakabad, Lasha, One, Nakya, Waya Amar, Yahweh, Al Yawa, Maya, Sham, Pa, La, Adam, Awa, Maya, Yeshawam, Alam, Awa, Karash, Awa, Pakwak, Awa, Iwar, Hala'a, Anakya, Yahweh, Wa'itha, Laka, Wa'anakya, Ahaya, Ain, Payaka, Waharayaka, Ashar, Thada, Bar, Waya Amar, Kaya, Adunya, Shalach, Na'a, Bayad, Dashalach, Wayathar, Ap, Yahweh, Va Masha, Waya Amar, Hala'a, Aharon, Yaka, Halawaya, Yadaithya, Kaya, Dabar, Yadabar, Hawa'a, Gawam, Hana, Hawa'a, Yataza'a, Lakwara Athka, Aka, Wa Shama Bala Balabwa, Wada Barath, Aliyawa, Wa Shamath Ath, Hadabarium, Bapayawa, Wa Anakia, Ahaya, Aim, Payawa, Wa Aim, Payahawa, Wa Hayawa, Rayathya, Athkam, Ashar, the Aish, one, Wa Dabar, Hawa'a, Laka, all, Ha'aim, Wa Haya, Hawa'a, Yahawa, Laka, Lapaha, or it's like Lapa, Wa Tha Haya, Kawa, or Lawa, La Alahayim, Wa'ath, Hamata, Hazah, the Kwak, Baya Dar Ashar, the Aisha, Bawa, Ath, Ha, Athath. Go ahead, Al. You got it. Go read Exodus 4 and 10 for me, please.
Come. The book of Exodus chapter 4 verse 10. And Moses said unto the Lord, O my Lord, I am not an eloquent.
Right, so read up, okay, just to give you context, read 2 verses up. Just to give you context. What's going on?
The book of Exodus chapter 4 verse 8. And it shall come to pass, if they will not believe thee, neither hearken to the voice of the first sign, that they will believe the voice of the latter sign.
Right, so this is a conversation between the Most High and Moses, right? This is a conversation between the Most High and Moses. And the Most High is letting Moses know what he requires of him, what he needs him to do in saving the children of Israel from oppression, right? Keep reading.
Come. Verse 9. And it shall come to pass, if they will not believe also these 2 signs, neither hearken unto thy voice, that thou shalt take of the water of the river, and pour it upon the dry land. And the water which thou takest out of the river shall become blood upon the dry land.
Right. So the Most High is giving Moses power. He said, look, if the people doubt you, because Israel is a doubtful people, if they do decide to not believe you, that the God of their fathers is coming to save them from 400 years of oppression, then I will give you power to show them signs, and they will have no choice but to believe that you are sent from me. Read on.
Come. Verse 10. And Moses said unto the Lord, O my Lord, I am not eloquent, neither.
So Moses, the Most High is breaking it all down to Moses. And Moses, what's his response?
I am not eloquent.
I'm not eloquent. What does eloquent mean? Right? Where's my phone at? I'll get it. Damn, where's my phone at? No sweat. What does eloquent mean? He said, I am not eloquent. Let's figure out what this means. Let's see what Moses is telling the Most High, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You see? That's who he is. That's who our fathers are. Read. What's eloquent mean? I believe it's E-L-O-Q-U-E-N-T.
Come.
Eloquent. Go ahead.
The definition of eloquent in the Merriam-Webster dictionary: marked by forceful and fluent expression, vividly or movingly expressive or revealing.
And that's it on that? Basically, Moses wasn't of fair speech. Like, he wasn't the most, I want to say eloquent, but I'm trying to break down eloquent. He wasn't the most seasoned speaker. You get my point? Like, Moses was not confident in himself. You understand? And by him saying, I'm not eloquent, This happened. Keep reading.
Come on. Verse 10, and Moses said unto the Lord, O my Lord, I am not eloquent,
I am not eloquent. Read on.
neither heretofore, nor since thou hast spoken unto thy servant, but I am slow of speech.
I am slow of speech. Moses, he probably, I can't, it doesn't say, but, he probably just didn't, he wasn't, what he's showing us right now is he's not confident in himself. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, God.
And him doing the job. This is God talking to you. He chose you for a reason. You understand? Like, he's not worried about you feeling like you don't know how to speak. You get my point?
Oh, God.
And brothers who feel like they don't know how to speak should definitely look at this account. And the Most High he'll use you. You get what I'm saying? He'll use you. Like me, I'm not nothing. But bruh, like, I'm one of the most quietest people ever. Am I lying? I'm quiet. I just teach class. You know what I mean? So that took faith. You get my point?
Come on.
But Moses is going to get told this by the Lord. Go ahead.
Come on. And of a slow tongue.
And of a slow tongue. Read on.
And the Lord said unto him,
What did the Lord say to Moses?
Who hath made man's mouth?
Now, you hear what Moses said, and then you hear what the Lord says. Now, God is a black man.
Right.
He didn't say, Moses, who made man's mouth? The Lord said, Moses, who made man's mouth? Check Moses. You see? Who made man's mouth? Read.
Or who maketh the dumb?
Or who maketh the dumb? Read.
Or deaf?
Or deaf.
Or the seeing?
Or the seeing. Who in control of everything? Right? Read on.
Or the blind?
Or the blind. Read on.
Sloppy. Have not I, the Lord?
Have not I, the Lord? Read on.
Now therefore go, and I will be with thy mouth.
He said, man, listen, I don't care about that. Go, and I will be with your mouth. If the Most High is for you, it doesn't matter who's against you. If the Most High is for you, they all will lose. You understand what I'm saying? If God Almighty's on your side, you're the winner. When has the Most High ever been defeated?
Right.
Never. In the history of ever. In the history of everdom, the Most High has never been defeated. Not once. It's not in his resume. You get what I'm saying? The Egyptians smoke. The Syrians smoke. Babylonians smoke. All of that. Keep reading.
Come on. And teach thee what thou shalt say.
And I'm going to teach you what you shall say. What you shall say. Go ahead.
Come on. Verse 13. And he said,
What did he say?
O my Lord.
Oh my Lord.
Send, I pray thee, by the hand of him who thou wilt send. And the
Moses said, man, send somebody else. Essentially, I'm not fit for this.
Right.
The Lord just told man, who made man's mouth? And it went like one ear and out the other with Moses at that point.
Right.
And the Lord said, or what the Lord's response was, read.
Come on. Verse 14. And the anger of the Lord. And the anger of the Lord.
Moses was irritating the Most High. You see? He said he angered the Lord. His faithlessness, if that's a word, I don't know. His lack of faith, rather, was angering the Most High. Go ahead.
Was kindled against Moses. And he said, Is not Aaron thy Levite thy brother? I know that he can speak well. And also, behold, he cometh forth to meet thee. And when he seeth thee, he will be glad in his heart.
Right. Now, read that again.
Come on. And he said, Is not Aaron the Levite thy brother.
So the Most High, because he sees the lack of faith in Moses and his confidence and his eloquentness, he says, hold on one second. It's like, all right, read that again. It's like it.
Come on, you want to start from the beginning, sir?
From the top of the last verse you just read.
Come on. Verse 14. And the anger of the Lord was kindled against Moses. And he said, is not Aaron the Levite thy brother?
Is not Aaron the Levite thy brother? You see? So Moses has a brother. By the way, this is Moses' older brother by 3 years. Right? I was reading it earlier. Exodus 7 and 7.
Come on.
Hold where you're at and get Exodus 7 and 7.
Come on.
Right? So the Lord brought up Aaron. He said, is not Aaron thy older brother? I mean, so he didn't say that, but he says, not Aaron thy brother? But you go ahead and read that.
Come on. The book of Exodus chapter 7 verse 7. And Moses was 80 years old.
Moses was 80 years. That's how old?
Is that 40?
No. How old is 80? 80 is, okay, this is when he started going before Pharaoh, and you understand, because he was 40 when he left. He was gone for about 40 years, right? And he told Moses to reunite with his brother. Moses was 80 years old when that happened. But now, I gave it away, 80 years old. I wasn't trying to tell you. 80 is 80. 80 is 80. Why though? A score in the Bible is 20.
Okay.
So
okay.
80 is
Okay.
80.
Come on.
You understand what I'm saying?
Come on, God. All right.
Go ahead.
Come on. Verse 7. And Moses was 80 years old, and Aaron 83 years old.
83. So he was 83. You get my point? So go back.
Come on.
We're talking about Aaron. Now, you know, Moses was 80, Aaron was 83. Now, this is not your 80 today. You get my point?
Right.
This ain't the 80 all your life you've been eating processed foods and junk and, you know, things like that. These brothers were strong, right? They were up in age, but they were strong. They weren't feeble, right? Read on.
Come on. The book of Exodus chapter 4 verse, so like it, we on 14?
Yeah, 14.
Come on. And the anger of the Lord was kindled against Moses, and he said, is not Aaron the Levite thy brother? I know that he can speak well.
Right. Is Aaron not thy brother? Read on.
Come on.
This is where Aaron is being introduced. Read on.
Come on. And also, behold, he cometh forth to meet thee, and when he seeth thee, he will be glad in his heart.
Right. Why is he going to be glad in his heart to see his brother? Because he ain't seen him in so long. That's what you're going to say. He ain't seen him in so long. You understand? Read on.
Come on. Verse 15. And thou shalt speak unto him, and put words in his mouth.
Thou shalt speak unto him, and put words in his mouth. Whose words? The Father's words. The Most High's words. You see? Read on.
And I will be with thy mouth.
And I will be with your mouth. Read on.
And with his mouth.
And with his mouth. Read on.
And will teach you what ye shall do.
And I will teach you what ye shall do. You see? Now enough of this faithless garbage. Get the job done. Go ahead.
So like, sir, could Moses have fixed his speech impediment if he would have just had faith in the Lord?
Okay. Speech impediment.
A stutter?
I mean, it doesn't really say he had a stutter.
Oh, okay, God.
He could have.
He could have just been shy.
It just said he wasn't eloquent.
Okay.
He said that he felt like he wasn't eloquent. He could have been a great speaker, but he felt like he wasn't. You get my point?
Oh.
I don't know. It doesn't say. But
Right.
we only could go based off what's written. Go ahead, Swat.
Like most people are pretty good at speaking, but you know what I'm saying, when you have to take that level of, especially doing the work of the Most High, and get in front of people, and to be in front of the presence of people, you know what I'm saying, people do shy
Right.
away from that.
Right.
So, you know
Right.
what I'm saying, the problem with it was just that he treated the Most High like he didn't know what he was doing.
Right.
You
Right.
know what I'm saying, so yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Okay,
Doc.
that make more sense.
You know, you was gonna say something else.
Nah, sorry. I was just because I mean, it might have been Christianity, but I was under the impression that he had like a stutter.
Yeah, it doesn't say. He didn't say I have a stutter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he just said that.
He just said I'm not eloquent.
Okay.
Right.
So he could have just been saying that he wasn't. You know what I
He
mean?
lacked faith in himself.
Right.
Right.
Oh man.
So go ahead. I'm not. That's what it is saying though. That's what the Most High saw.
Right.
Saw him not being courageous. That's
Right.
why several times throughout Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy, the Most High has to remind brothers to be courageous.
That's right.
Go ahead. I keep reading.
Verse 16. And he shall be thy spokesman unto the people.
Hold on. Slide. Yeah, where you at? You said what? Oh. Okay, look, I'm teaching class right now. I'm just making sure it's not an emergency. Okay, call her and let her know the kids are there. Or whatever you need to do. I'll call you after class. All right. So like it. Go ahead.
Verse 16. And he shall be thy spokesman unto the people.
Right. Aaron was the spokesman. It's like Israel. Aaron was the spokesman of Moses. You see? Read on. Aaron played a huge role in the Exodus. You see? All the times you hear about, you know, listen, you got, thousands of Israelites. And Aaron had to have had a loud voice. You understand? Did not Christ teach multitudes of thousands? Right? He didn't have what's that called? Not amplifiers and speakers, and mics. Christ didn't have that. You see? Aaron didn't have that. Aaron was of seasoned speech, and I imagine he was loud to speak to the masses. You see? Go ahead.
And he shall be, even he shall be to thee instead of a mouth, and thou shalt be to him instead of God.
Right. Read on. What verse is that?
We're at verse 17 right now. That was verse 16.
Okay, go ahead.
Verse 17.
What does it mean? What does he mean when he said about the God part? Read that part again.
Verse 16. And he shall be thy spokesman unto the people. And he shall be, even he shall be to thee instead of a mouth.
Meaning Aaron's going to be your spokesperson. But something else was said. Read on.
And thou shalt be to him instead of God.
Right. Thou shalt be to him instead of God. What does that mean?
Does that mean like Moses, instead of God talking to Aaron directly, Moses is going to speak to him from the message of what God gives to Moses?
Yeah, pretty much. But like Moses was a power. In the sense of he was given power.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And the reason why Aaron's words would matter is because they're given from a man given power, which means Aaron was given power. You see, Aaron was a leader. You understand? Aaron was a leader in the Exodus. You see, he was second to Moses. It was Moses, Aaron, right? Then later on you read about Joshua and Caleb. You see? Read on.
Come on, God. Verse 17. And thou shalt take this rod in thy hand.
And thou shalt take this rod in thy hand. Read on.
Wherewith thou shalt do signs.
Right. It was a staff that Moses had. You see? And with it he performed many miracles. You understand? So when you look at Aaron's life, Aaron, right? I don't have enough time to read through it all, so I'll explain it. Aaron, as we find out, is the spokesman of Moses. That's how it's worded in the Bible. Every time Moses went before Pharaoh, Aaron was there. You see? Aaron was there with Moses. He was at the right-hand side of Moses through it all. Every time Moses came before Pharaoh and said, "Let my people go," you see? Or this will happen, Aaron was there. You get my point?
Okay.
Aaron played a big role in the Exodus, right? Also, Aaron did okay, how can I put it? Aaron also made grave mistakes. You see? Aaron made a mistake. Like, you gotta put it in the retrospect, how the whole mission from delivering Israel from Egypt was to take us to a land of our own, where we aren't oppressed, where we aren't slaves. You understand? So when Moses and Aaron were close to making it to the promised land, they both were denied access. You see? They both were denied access, right? For a reason, right? Moses wasn't granted access into the promised land because of what happened at the waters of Meribah. Remember when the Lord when Israel was constantly complaining about not having anything to drink, not being thirsty, being hungry, and constantly complaining and nagging Moses' ear off. What did he do? The Most High told Moses, "Speak unto the rock, unto this huge rock. Speak unto it, and cause water to come from the rock to satisfy their thirst, to quench their thirst." Go ahead.
And Moses struck the rock.
Exactly. And Moses was so irritated, he had to be, because he totally forgot the order of the Most High, and he struck the rock twice. Like, he hit it twice. Here, you know what I mean? It's just ridiculous. He struck the rock twice when the Most High told him to speak to the rock. Right? How is that an offense to the Most High? Now it looked like Moses did it.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Now it looked like Moses made water come from the rock. When you're supposed to, the Lord giving you this water. You understand the depth of that? That's why we say Most High in Christ. You understand? Because the honor and the glory go to the Most High and Yahushua. I'm just a servant for a greater cause. You get my point? Like, for real. We do this for Yahushua. Right? Go ahead.
So like I want to say also that shows a lot of dedication from the Lord also, like, because
Keep talking so I can eat one of these fries too.
the Lord was upset that Moses struck the rock, which, I mean, he was just trying to show Israel, like, you know what I mean, I'm still here for you. And Israel was consistently kept complaining about the Lord and all the miracles he's already done already. But the Lord was still showing them that, you know what I mean, I'm consistent. Like, I'm going to keep on blessing you even in your complaints of me.
Right.
So that, I just want to, like, acknowledge that, because
That's a good point.
Yeah,
That's a good point. Right? But where did Aaron go wrong?
ooh, man.
Let's read it. Right? We know where Moses went wrong. Right? Let's look at where Aaron went wrong. Go to Exodus. 32? No. Yeah, is it 32? No, it's not 32. No, it is 32.
Come.
Exodus 32. Watch what Aaron does. See now, man. Yeah, he slipped.
It's probably one, so it's one. Yeah, so it's on one side.
Okay, read Exodus 32 and 1.
Come.
Moses is in the mount, receiving instruction from God, the laws of God, to give to the Israelites. You see? For a period of over a month, Moses is gone. And the people started to lose faith. Like, damn, Moses been gone for a minute. You understand?
All right.
Moses been gone for a hot minute. Is he alive? He's dead. Or he forsook us. He quit the job. Right? So then Aaron is down there with the people. Moses went up to the mountain. Aaron stayed behind. That was the order. And so the people started to press Aaron. Why? Because they recognized him as the next man in charge. You see? So let's read what happens. Exodus 32 and 1.
Come.
Just so we're all together on what's going on here.
Come.
Go
The book of
ahead.
Exodus chapter 32 verse 1.
Read.
And when the people saw that Moses delayed to come down out of the mount, the people gathered themselves together unto Aaron,
Right?
and said unto him,
It said that when the people saw that Moses delayed, right? Moses wasn't delaying. Moses was getting thou shalt not, thou shalt not, thou shalt not, and writing it all down. You're getting God's commandments. That's not going to be a 20-minute task. You see? Read on.
Come. Up, make us gods, which shall go before us.
Right. So the Israelites told Aaron, make us gods. Read.
Come. So I can. Which shall go before us. For as it is Moses, the man that brought us up out of the land of Egypt, we wot not what is become of him.
We wot not what has become of him. Wot means no. We know not what has become of him. We don't know if he's dead. We don't know if he abandoned his post. Right? And then you have people who, didn't like Moses. Period. You know what I mean? They could have been jealous of his position. You read about a lot of men dying for speaking against Moses.
Right.
You understand? Go ahead.
Come. Verse 2. And Aaron said unto them,
What did Aaron say?
break off the golden earrings.
He didn't even rebuttal. He ain't even, you know what I mean? He didn't man, hey, chill out. Give him some more time. Aaron was like, break off your earrings.
Man.
Remember that when we left Egypt, we left with a lot of gold, either Egyptians' gold and fine rubies and things like that. Right? He said, break off the earrings, the golden earrings. Go ahead.
Come on. Which are in the ears of your wives, of your sons, and of your daughters.
Read.
And bring them unto me.
And bring them to me. Read.
And all the people break off the golden earrings which were in their ears, and brought them unto Aaron.
And what's crazy is, as he's doing this, the Most High is telling Moses, thou shalt have no other God before me.
Man.
That's why it was the first commandment.
Right.
That's the first commandment. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Because as Moses being told, as Moses is up there, Israel down there doing that. Right? Don't you know the Lord wanted to kill off everyone? That's how serious God takes you putting something before him.
All right.
He was going to kill, there would be no Gad. You understand? There'd be no nothing but Levi. Because Moses was from Levi. Moses, keep reading.
Oh God. Verse 3. And all the people break off the golden earrings which were in their ears, and brought them unto Aaron. And he received them at their hand, and fashioned it with a graven tool. After he had made it a molten calf.
He made a what?
A molten calf.
He made a molten calf. Right? Go ahead.
And they said, these be the gods, O Israel, which brought thee up out of the land of Egypt.
So he satisfied, he gave the people what they wanted. Right? He said, these be thy gods. You understand? These be your gods. This is who delivered you from Egypt. Because Israel can be a faithless people. You see? Like they gotta see something to believe it. Meanwhile, us on the other hand, when the last time you seen Moses, right? And a picture of him with tablets. When the last time you seen it? Never. When the last time you seen King David, image of King David, right? Or you know, some people tempt the Most High, make it rain right now.
All right.
Bless my bank account, or I want to find $100. When I step outside, God, it better be $100 outside. People do that. Woo, I wouldn't want to be them.
Man.
Right? They gonna find $100, all right.
Man.
Right? But here's the thing. Was this like, okay, was this Aaron's test? Was this Aaron's test? That's a good question. Yeah, Aaron was being tested. Absolutely. Because anytime sin is presented before you, it's a test. You understand? Are you going to pass or are you going to fail? Aaron failed in this instance. He failed greatly. Right? Aaron resurrected a demonic idol in Apis, the bull god, which the Egyptians worshipped. You see, that's why he made the calves, because Israel was familiar with that deity, right? And we just came from Egypt.
All right.
And one of the reasons why the Most High said, thou shalt have no other gods before me, the reason why that's the first commandment, because Egypt was a race of people who believed everything was a god. Damn cats was a god. Half man, half lizard is a god. Do you get my point?
Come on.
Anubis, Ra, Apis, there's so many of them, man. There's thousands of Egyptian gods. The beetle god and sky god and this god and all that. The Most High said, thou shalt have no other gods before me. Read on.
Come on. Verse 5.
Uh-huh.
And when Aaron saw it, he built an altar before it.
Then he built an altar before it. Read on.
And Aaron made proclamation and said, tomorrow is a feast to the Lord.
Ain't that something? Then he's pointing at these calves and says, he proclaims a feast to these, saying, this is who split the Red Sea.
Man.
This is who brought the plagues upon the Egyptians. These are the deliverers of us. You get my point? Aaron was tripping, bro.
Right.
Now read verse 7.
Come on. Verse 7. And the Lord said unto Moses, go, get thee down.
And the Lord said unto Moses, go, get thee down out of this mountain. Read on.
For thy people, which thou broughtest out of the land of Egypt, have corrupted themselves.
Read.
They have turned aside quickly out of the way which I commanded them.
Uh-huh.
They have made them a molten calf, and have worshipped it, and have sacrificed thereunto.
Uh-huh.
And said,
Uh-huh.
these be thy gods,
Right.
O Israel,
Right.
which have brought thee up out of the land of Egypt.
Right.
And the Lord said unto Moses, I have seen this people, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people.
So the Most High is telling Moses, listen, get you down out of this mountain. The people that you just delivered by my power are down there corrupting themselves. You see? And Aaron helped it. Aaron should have been like, you're going to wait. You're going to wait for Moses to come down. He said he'll be back. He'll be back. Instead, he surrendered and complied to the Israelites' demands. You see? Let's see what the Most High says after that. Read.
Come on. Verse 10. Now therefore let me alone, that my wrath may wax hot against
The
them.
Most High, you don't see that too many times in the Bible. Like, God hates Edomites. He hates them. Right? But he never loved them. Follow me. God don't give a damn about the other nations. You know why? Because he never gave a damn about them. This terminology is very important. The term he just used. He said, let me alone, that my wrath may wax hot. You don't see that too much in the Bible. But the Most High, the Most High was pissed off, Akwath. God was heated. You understand? He was heated. Why? He was offended. All what I just done. Everything I just did for you. And you giving honor to Egyptian gods. You giving, first of all, the Most High is a power who is about being worshipped. The Most High demands his respect. When you give his glory to another, it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. That's what it tells you in Hebrews, I believe 12:29. But read from 10 again.
Verse 10. Now therefore let me alone, that my wrath may wax hot against them, and that I may consume them.
The Most High is going to melt Israelites. The Most High was going to have Moses stay up on the mountain and destroy them all. Israelites, people he loved and cared for, the descendants of men he loved in Abraham. And the Bible tells you, the Most High says, Abraham my friend in Isaiah. Right? The Most High loved Abraham and promised him promises. Same with Isaac, same with Jacob, the father of the children of Israel. But the Most High was going to wipe us out.
That's right.
You see? Read on.
Come on, come on. And I will make of thee a great nation.
It said, and I will make of thee a great nation. Read on.
Come on, come on. Verse 11. And Moses besought the Lord his God and said, Lord.
And Moses besought the Lord and said, Lord, read.
Why doth thy wrath wax hot against thy people,
Uh-huh.
which thou hast brought forth out of the land of Egypt
Right?
with great power
Right?
and with a mighty hand?
Uh-huh.
Wherefore should the Egyptians speak and say, for mischief did he bring them out, to slay them in the mountains and to consume them from the face of the earth?
Moses is telling God, you gonna destroy them and then have the Egyptians mock you? He delivered that people for no reason. That's what you want the nations to say to you. At this point, Moses is the only thing between us and existing. You get my point? Like Moses was the only thing. Exactly. You want to mar your reputation? Lord, please think this through. Don't do it. Right? I got y'all. Keep reading.
Come on.
Actually, go ahead, Swat.
Yeah, that's just a proof of saying how good of a speaker Moses really was.
Right. Get up in the hand.
Exactly what I was gonna say.
Moses wasn't uneloquent at that point.
Right,
Shout out to
exactly.
Moses, right?
Man, that's exactly what I was
He
gonna
was
say.
Salakia. Right? Keep reading.
Right.
Moses came through. Keep reading.
Turn from thy fierce wrath and repent of this evil
Right.
against thy people. Verse 13. Remember Abraham.
Right. Remember Abraham. Remember Abraham. Moses trying to cool God off. All right.
Man.
You see? Read.
Remember Abraham, Isaac, and Israel,
Right.
thy servants,
Uh-huh.
to whom thou swearest by thine own self.
Now, was it just that it was Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob? No. It was how the Most High gave them his word. You understand?
Come on.
Like the Most High is a man of his word.
That's right.
He wouldn't have been a man of his, but the Most High, like, I don't give a damn. I am furious. I'm going to destroy them, Moses, and make a people of you, the nation of Masha, and have Mashaites. You see? But Moses was pleading with the Most High. Remember Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and what you swore by thy own self. Because you can't swear on nothing greater. You understand? Read on.
Come. And saidest unto them, I will multiply your seed as the stars of heaven, and all this land that I have spoken of will I give unto your seed, and they shall inherit it forever.
Now, you got to put it in perspective. Were all the Israelites worshiping the golden calf? Nah, because you had righteous brothers. You had Joshua and, that people that was like, no. Right? But the majority of Israelites were. You see? Keep reading.
Come on. Verse 14. And the Lord repented of the evil.
The Lord repented of the evil, meaning the what? The destruction he was about to bring. Read on. He changed his mind because his mind was set. I'm going to do it, Moses. Get you down out of this mountain. I'm going to destroy the Israelites down there worshiping that calf. Their sons, their daughters, this ungrateful people. Read on.
Come on. Which he thought to do unto his people. And Moses turned and went down from the mount, and the two tables of the testimony were in his hand. The tablets were written
The
on
tables.
both. Slide. Did I miss a word, sir?
You said tab. Oh,
Oh,
tablets.
Salakia, it was tables, Salakia.
Kind. Is that table? Nah.
Yeah, tables.
Okay.
Come on.
No, that's tablets.
Is it?
Yeah, I don't know. Let me see.
T-A-B-L-E-S.
That's gonna bother me. I thought table was spelled differently. Somebody go get a message table and don't even know. Nah, that is table. What? You know what I mean?
Right.
For some reason, I'm thinking T-A-B-E-L, but it's T-A-B-L-E. Like, English is crazy.
Right. You check the 1611?
No, I checked. I texted my mom table. And she was like, what? And I ain't even gonna respond, just about me. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Come on. And the two tables of the testimony were in his hand. The tables were written on both their sides.
Right.
On the one side and on the other side, and the other were they written. And the tables were the work of God, and the writing was the writing of God.
Right. Meaning what? Does that mean get magic out of your head? Right? In the movies, they show like God's finger and a laser beam coming out of it.
Right.
No, these were the writings of God, but Moses wrote them down. You see? That's why he was up there so long. Right? Read on.
Okay. Graven upon the tables.
Right?
And when Joshua heard the noise of the people as they shouted, he said unto Moses, there is a noise of war in the camp. And he said, it is not the voice of them that shout for...
Now jump down to 19. Right, the powers is who was dealing with Moses. It was the Alahayim Tafasar, that's correct. It was the powers, right? But like, for example, when we explain the Urim and the Thummin, I'll explain what I meant by getting magic out of our minds. You understand? Go ahead.
Okay, verse 19. And it came to pass, as soon as he came nigh unto the camp.
Where Moses is getting off, you know, he's coming closer to the brother. He's coming down from that mountain. Read on.
Okay. That he saw the calf and the dancing.
He's coming down with the two righteous tablets, right? And he's coming down, or however he's carrying them, right? Moses had to be strong as hell, by the way. You get my point?
Okay.
He's carrying them. He come down. He hear a feast. He hear a partying. He hear yelling and chanting, and he see the golden calf. He like, you know, read on.
Come on. And Moses' anger was hot.
Moses was hot. Moses was hot. Right? Hold on 1 second. Keep reading.
Come on, God. Salakia. And Moses' anger waxed hot, and he cast the tables out of his hands and brake them beneath the mountain.
Right. He was angry. Right? And he broke the tables of stone. Right? I almost want to say why, but I'm not. Go ahead.
Come on.
There's just no Israel was breaking the law. Go ahead, Go ahead.
Come on. Verse 20. And he took the calf which they had made and burnt it in the fire.
Right. He picked that calf out and Moses was hot. He probably had some brothers help him. Right? Go ahead. He probably gave Aaron that look.
Man.
You know what I mean? Aaron put his head down. It was a shame.
Right.
Right? Read. Like you said, as he should have been, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. Read.
Come on. And ground it to powder.
And he grinded it to powder. You ain't gonna get this gold back. Because Aaron had it melted down and he formed it into a calf. Read on.
Oh God. And strawed it upon the water, and made the children of the Israel drink it.
He made them drink it. You let us so much? Here, taste it. How it tastes, idiot.
Yeah.
Being real stupid. Like God, you know God called Israel stupid in the Bible, right?
That's right.
He says, sottish children. Because boy, that was a horrible decision. See, it'll make sense at the end of the class. Keep reading.
Come. Verse 21. And Moses said unto Aaron, what did this people unto thee, that thou hast brought so great a sin upon them?
Right. Let me see. 40 days of no food and no water, and they down there playing. Exactly. You get what I'm saying? Like, phew. Go ahead, keep reading.
Come.
I'm sure they had some type of nourishment, but to throw parties with, I doubt. You understand?
Right.
Keep reading.
Come. Verse 22. And Aaron said, let not the anger of my Lord wax hot. Thou knowest the people, that they are set on mischief.
Moses said, why you bring this great sin upon these people, Aaron? Moses is checking the hell out of Aaron at this point. You see, he's checking him. Aaron's response is, let not the anger of my Lord wax hot. Who was he talking about? He was talking about Moses when he said my Lord. You understand? Go ahead, not stop.
So like I was gonna say, like Aaron's pretty much doing the same thing that everybody does when they get checked. You know what I mean? And the Lord kind of like turns his back on them. Like,
What did everybody do when they get checked?
well, Saul when Saul got caught up not killing all of the Amorites, he was trying to blame it on the other people. Like, oh yeah, it's their fault. They the reason why I didn't do it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, well, pretty much he tried to add everybody into it. Like, but it was his sin. Like,
Okay, yeah, never do that. Right?
right.
I don't know, you know what I mean? Listen, you get checked, just shut up. I'm trying to help you out. Let's be quiet. Or eat it. Trust me, go ahead.
Come.
Don't, yeah, Aaron should have been quiet right here.
Right.
He shouldn't have said, you know how the people are? Right? That's what he's saying. You know this people. Thou knowest the people, that they are set on mischief. They would have killed me. Aaron should have rather have died in his mind than make golden calves for them to worship.
Right.
Go ahead.
So like I was gonna say Adam too, when he blamed Eve, like, oh, you gave me this woman, so
Hey, boy, if we not the people.
Right.
Right? Adam was like, you gave me her.
Right.
The woman you gave me.
She made me do it.
Right? Good night. Ooh-wee. Go ahead.
Come on. Verse 23. For they said unto me, make us gods, which shall go before us. For as for this Moses, the man that brought us up out of the land of Egypt, we wot not what is become of him.
Right. Now watch what's said.
Verse 24. And I said unto them, whosoever have any gold, let them break it off. So they gave it me. That Salakia. Then I cast it into the fire, and there came out this calf. So is he making Salakia?
Go ahead.
So is he making it seem like that just the calf just formed?
Nah.
Okay, come on.
No, I hope not, but nah, he's not. I know what he was doing. He molded it. Right? It says, then I cast into the fire, and there came out this. He was basically breaking down what he did.
Come on. And
that's an excellent point, Tapasar, because I'm going to talk about that. How the Lord had mercy on Aaron. The Lord had mercy on everybody.
All right.
Read on.
Come. And there came out this calf. And when Moses saw that the people were naked.
He saw the people were what?
Ooh, naked.
Read.
Salakia. I get it. Salakia. For Aaron had made them naked unto their shame among their enemies.
You hear that, right? With all the people, was the women and men physically naked?
Yeah.
Rods and breasts everywhere? No. But they were naked because of their shame. Sound familiar?
Con. That's yeah.
Right? Also, Christ said in Revelation 16 and 15, blessed is he that keepeth his garments and is not ashamed. You see the not comparison, but the correlation.
Con.
Right? Now, despite all of that, like the brother Tapasar said, priest Tapasar, though all of that happened, look, Aaron did great things, but he did slip up. You have to read about it. But did you know that Aaron, that's a Adam and Eve precept in Exodus, right? Who told you were naked? That's a whole nother breakdown.
Right.
What was I saying?
That's what I'm over here documenting right now.
What did I say? Aaron did many great things for the Lord. You understand what I'm saying? In the work. And he was a pillar. But he slipped. You understand what I'm saying? He had a few blunders and whatnot. But the Most High is a merciful power. And so what happened was what? Did you know that Aaron was the first high priest?
Right.
You understand? And the office of a high priest was, that of great responsibility. You read about, there's priests, right? Before Christ. This is before Christ. Christ is our high priest. But before Christ, we had priests, and then you had a high priest. He was the man in charge. You understand? So, when Aaron was made high priest, he was given a specific garment. A very specific garment. Matter of fact, let me see if I can show y'all. This is what the garment looked like. Hold on. You want to read Exodus, the 28th chapter. Right? I almost don't want to show you because sometimes it's the spirit behind these pictures be kind of like white, and then the real, the depiction don't be having that blackness to it. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm not gonna show you that. No, but they tried. But basically, his garment it was very detailed. You understand? And I'll explain it to you like this. Get Exodus 28. We're not going to read the whole chapter because of time. But I'll give you an example. Right, let's read the first couple verses. Exodus 28 and 1. Go ahead, I'm watering for these fries though, I ain't gonna lie to you. Go ahead.
The book of Exodus, chapter 28, verse 1. And take thou unto thee Aaron thy brother, and his sons with him.
Right.
From among the children of Israel.
Right.
That he may minister unto me in the priest of office.
In the priest's office. Not
Salakia. Priest office.
Right. Read.
Even Aaron, Nadab, and
Abihu, Eleazar, Ithamar, Aaron's sons. Right? What now? Aaron is from the tribe of Levi, so these brothers are Levites. The Levites were the only tribe recognized as priests prior to Christ. Right? Read on.
Okay.
And that's why it says in Hebrews 7:14. For it is evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah, of which Moses spake nothing concerning priesthood. You see? Read on. Because Christ is from the tribe of Judah. But he is our high priest. Right? He maketh intercession between us and the Most High. That was the job of a high priest. Read.
God. Verse 2. And thou shalt make holy garments for Aaron thy brother, for glory and for beauty.
Right. I want, like, everybody had nice garments, but Aaron's, because of his position, I want his garment beautiful and holy. Read on.
God. And thou shalt speak unto all that are wise hearted, whom I have filled with the spirit of wisdom,
Right.
that they may make Aaron's garments to consecrate him, that he may minister unto me in the priest of office.
Right.
Like a priest office.
Right. Read.
Verse 4. And these are the garments which they shall make. A breastplate and an ephod. And a robe.
A robe. A
And
embroidered coat.
And a
broidered
coat. A
Mitri.
and a girdle.
Right.
And
Mitri. Girdle. Read.
And they shall make holy garments for Aaron thy brother.
Right. Meaning the Most High chose people who were skilled at, sewing and, were very detailed people. Right. Read on.
So I did. Verse 6. And they
5.
Oh, Salakia. Verse 5. And they shall take gold and blue and purple and scarlet and fine linen.
Right. You see that, right? That's what Aaron's garment consisted of. I believe the main color was blue, but he had undergarments, right? And he had the throw over. He had the mitri, and he had the breastplate. It was like it looked like, it said it was, everything was even, the same width and what have you, right? If you sew, everything was very detailed. It was woven with gold and blue and purple and scarlet and fine. Purple's not a sin. You understand? But those guys are not in the truth. You get my point? But that's what this garment was made of. You understand? Which mimicked the colors used for the tabernacle. You understand? That was like his office. You understand? You do some research about the color scheme of the tabernacle. It was blue, purple, scarlet, and the finest of fine linen. You see? Not no raggedy sackcloth. Right? This is Aaron's garment. Aaron, right here, right? Okay. I'm gonna get you another piece of Aaron's garment that stood out to me. Right? And if you was at Passover, I think 2-3 years ago, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. Okay. Get verse 33.
Oh God.
Right? This whole chapter is explaining Aaron's garment. Right? Real gold, real this, real that. The finest of linens, right? Read on.
Verse 33. And beneath upon the hem of it thou shalt make.
At the hem of his garment, at the bottom of his garment,
thou shalt make pomegranates.
Right?
Of blue.
Now these are obviously not real pomegranates, but the shape of a pomegranate. You understand? Right? Read on.
And of purple.
You ever see them fringes that like at Hobby Lobby or something, and they look like balls? Right? These are those, but they was in shape. It was a ball, and then there's like tight right there, and then like how a pomegranate looks, right? Circular, and then comes down. Right? Read.
And of purple, and of scarlet, round about the hem thereof. And bells of gold between them.
And what?
And bells of gold between them.
And bells of gold between them. You see? Read.
Round about. a golden bell and a pomegranate, upon the hem of the robe round about. And it shall be upon Aaron to minister. And his sound shall be heard when he goeth
And his
in.
what?
And his sound shall be heard when he goeth in unto the holy
And
place.
his sound shall be, now listen, you know when Aaron's near, you're going to hear them bells, clinging, 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 right? That shows you, like, that's Israelite custom. You know who's famous for that? Gadites. Gadites, you look at they're called regalias, right? They're called regalias. They're garments, and basically, like a lot of them, what they'll do, they'll put bells all over their garment. So when they walk, it's ching, 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 right? Now, of course, they're not on the level of Aaron the high priest, but that shows you their Hebrew roots. You understand? But when Aaron was in there, you heard him. You heard him. God wanted you to know that he's near. You understand? Because his office was that of great responsibility, and not only that, great power. You see? And then he had a headpiece on his mitre, a gold that said, "Holy to the Lord," which is Kodash La Yahweh, engraved on the gold. His garment was, he had the greatest garment. You see? Now, I mentioned Passover, right? Man, listen. I forget where I was, but I remember hearing bells. If he stopped moving, hold on, let me get back. I'm gonna get back to you on that type of sorry. I was at Passover, right? And I'm talking to somebody. I do not remember. It was like my first Passover. And all I hear is ching, ching, ching. I'm hearing bells. I'm like, what is that? Man, listen. Oh, what, Punya? Oh. You know, you get up. And it was the general. But man, I was like, man, it reminded me of that. I felt the presence of God. Hearing the bells, you don't understand. Like, for real. Like, the UPK is so biblical. You understand what I'm saying? But that's just, a personal little story of mine. And when I read that it reminded me of that. So I can imagine the brothers, the other priests around Aaron, the high priest, at the time when he came on the scene. Now, the brother asked, Salaki, sir, is it true the bells were to hear if he stopped moving in the Holy of Holies? I've heard something like that. I'm like 75% sure on that, which means I'm not sure. So I have to get back to you on that. I'll probably message you after class after I find out a little later on tonight. Is it true the bells were to hear if he said, yeah, I'm not definite on that. So like, I will get back to you on that. It shall be upon the ministers, and his sound shall be heard. Let me see. You know what? Let me see. Like falling out dead. Let's see. You want to say something?
Nah, son.
Let me see. I've heard something like that before. Let me see. Bear with me 1 second. I just want to double check if there's a scripture on that. Right? Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm not sure if that's biblical or Jewish. Right? Let me see. He shall put on the holy linen tunic. First he shall be girded with the linen belt. Yeah, hold on 1 second. $28 and $35. Yeah, I'm not seeing that. But yeah, I've heard that. Is that Hebrews 10 and 2? Let's see. That's a really good question. Let's look at Hebrews 10 and 2. Right? You go and read about the Holy of Holies, the tabernacle, and the altar, and how it was constructed, man, is very detailed. The Most High is very like symmetrical. Cease sins.
Hebrews 2 and 10.
Nah, you ain't gotta read it. Nah, I'm not. I'll get back to you on that. I'll get back to you on that. I'll get clarity, or you know what I mean, right? But what was I gonna say? Okay. Damn, what time is it? Okay, dealing with the Urim and the Thummin, right? Just really quick, get Leviticus 8 and 8.
Come on.
Get Leviticus 8 and 8. Leviticus 8 and 8. Sir, I think it's something I heard, not read. Right, I think that comes from the Jewish in the Talmud, but I'm not 100% sure, so I won't give you a definite answer. However, he had bells on his garment, though. That's powerful. You know what I mean? His garment was distinctively different from the other priests, because the other priests had specific garments as well, but his was one of a kind, right? Now, go ahead and read Leviticus 8 and 8.
Come on. The book of Leviticus, chapter 8, verse 8. And he put the breastplate upon him.
Right. Moses is putting the garment on Aaron. And so what happens is one of the parts is a breastplate. And it had 12 stones. And on the stones was graven the names of the different tribes of Israel in the order that we were born. Read on.
Oh, also, he put in the breastplate the Urim and the Thummin.
He did what?
He put in the breastplate the Urim and the Thummin.
Right, the Thummin. What he did was, so behind, it's like behind the breastplate is like a pouch where the high priest would have the Urim and the Thummin. You get what I'm saying? And what the Urim and the Thummin is, like when you go and read about Aaron's garment in Exodus 28, the Urim and the Thummin is not something that was a part of his garment, like the bells, the pomegranates, and the fringes, and the fine linen. These were, the Urim and the Thummin, right, is where you see dice. That's why the tribe of Levi, like, you know, every tribe has like their respective sign and ensign, if you will, and Levi's is the dice. The dice, like shooting dice. And the reason for that is the Urim and the Thummin was used to, you look up the word Urim, it means light. Urim means light. Now, I don't want you to think of magic. So basically what they were used for was decisions that were out of their, okay, you would bring your whatever issue or like the kings in the Bible, what they would do would ask the Lord or the prophets of the Lord, the priests of the Lord, yes or no questions, right? Or questions in general. And so what happened was, say if, you know, they needed the answer from the Lord, say they didn't have the answer. What they would do is they would go to the Urim and the Thummin, and they would cast lots. Whatever the lot fell on is the answer. The light meaning it's not like they shot the dice and light came from heaven and it started thundering. I mean, what happens when you give light on a situation? Right? You give clarity, right? You're shedding light on something. That shows you that black people wrote the Bible. But what was special about these dice, right? The high priest trusted these dice, right? They were his dice, meaning that they weren't loaded. You understand? They weren't tampered with, because the decision of the Lord was not to be tampered with or unbalanced, right? That's why I told you in Proverbs 16:33, the lot is cast into the lap, but the whole disposing thereof is of the Lord. So say you're shooting dice and King David needs to know, do I need to go out? Do I go and fight against the Philistines? Yes or no? I need to know of the Lord. And the high priest will shoot the dice, or he'll cast lots with the Urim and the Thummin, and say if it landed on, it wasn't like a magic ball that said yes, no, maybe so, right? Just like in Matthew, when Judas fell out of the truth and betrayed Christ. I'm gonna show you that really quick. I'm gonna give you an example of casting lots, and it'll give you an idea of the high priest's job, or what the Urim and Thummim was truly used for. When you go to Acts 1 and actually 21. Wherefore of these men which have companied with us all the time that the Lord Yahushua went in and out amongst us, beginning from the baptism of John unto that same day that he was taken up from us, must one be ordained to be a witness with us of his resurrection. And they appointed two, Joseph called Barsabbas, who was surnamed Justus, and Matthias, and Matthias. And they prayed and said, the brothers was having a council amongst the high-ranking men of Israel, the leadership. And they said, we got to replace Judas with a brother who has been present with us. You see? He wasn't of the 12, but he could have been another brother that was around the whole time. Right? It says, and they prayed and said, Thou, Lord, which knowest the hearts of all men, show whether of these two thou hast chosen. Right? That he may take part of this ministry and apostleship, from which Judas by transgression fell, that he might go to his own place. You see? And they gave forth their lots, and the lot fell upon Matthias. See, the lot fell on Matthias. So Peter rolled the dice, and right, he said it lands on 4. All right, Matthias, your number is 4. Rolls it again. All right, Barsabbas, who is called Justus, your number is 6. Right, and then they're trusting in the Lord's for the Lord's decision. They cast lots, lands on 4. The lot fell on Matthias. You see? And that's what the job of a high priest was. Things that, needed answers, right? That may have been out of their knowledge, right? That's how they got the answer from the Lord. But these were special dice. You understand what I'm saying? You can't go to the store, you can't go to Dollar Tree, buy some dice and ask the Lord a question and roll the dice. That's not how it works. You understand what I'm saying? So That's that. And correlating that to making decisions, you know, because we don't have those, right? Right. The culture the Lord gave us is ill, right? Because brothers shoot dice. Brothers shoot dice. That's an Israelite thing. Little do they know, right, what dice was used for thousands of years ago. You understand what I'm saying? What else? Right? Making decisions. Right? Now, I'm not talking about what's for dinner. I'm not talking about what movie we watching decision. You're gonna follow me. The decisions I'm talking about is life-changing decisions. You see what I'm saying? It could be like one of the major ones. Should I move? Should I move out of state? Right? Should I move out of state? Moving is a big deal. You understand what I'm saying? Being around new people, getting a new job or a new position in a job, and right? And you thinking about what decision you should make. Another one. You know, should I how can I put it? Like for a brother, should I talk to the sister, right? And see if she has potential to be my wife, right? Or you might already have a wife, and you like, is that something I can handle, right? That's a decision you have to make. Vice versa, sister about brothers. Should I talk to this brother? Should I, right? I like him, but I don't, you know, your mind is scrambled. So how do you make the right decision? Because you can make a decision, but that don't mean the decision gonna be right. How do you make the right decision? Because your mind is gonna tell you 1,000 things, right? So let's go. I'm gonna show you really quick. In Proverbs 11 and 14. Where no counsel is, the people fall. But in the multitude of counselors, there is safety. You see? So you got whatever you got going on in your mind, you get what I mean? You're gonna, you know, tell yourself 1,000 things. What you should do is go to a man of the Lord over you. You understand? You should go to your camp leader and listen, sir. I've been really thinking about moving, but I don't know if it's in my best interest to. I don't know if, you know what I mean. But here on the flip side it'll be more money for me and whatever, right? And he will give you wise counsel. You follow the counsel, and they'll give you the decision that the Lord wants you to. You understand? It's like, sir, you know, I really like this sister, you know, but here's the things I'm weighing, like, you know, this and that, and he'll ask you a series of questions, and you'll get down to the bottom of it, right? And you know, sir, you know, I asked myself this and that. And he's like, look, this is my counsel. I recommend that my counsel is, and then he gives you the counsel, follow that. You see what I'm saying? Follow that. The water, brother, I appreciate it. Follow that. You see? That's how you make the right decision. The water. You wanna go get counsel. You know? You want to go get counsel from your camp leader. That's it. If it's something like heavy on your spirit, you shouldn't let it sit there either. You understand what I'm saying, Dr. Zach?
Come on.
You shouldn't let it just sit and drag you every day. Something heavy on your mind. you don't know, you got a decision to make, or you know, something in your thoughts, you should discuss it with your camp leader. He is wise, and listen, in the order of things, you will get wise counsel. That's all I can say.
Right.
That's what the ISUPK is set up for, is to help blacks, Hispanics make the right decisions. Because all your life, we've made horrible decitions. You feel me?
No, sir, I never made one.
Yeah, all right. I hear you.
I got you.
I know you. I know we have.
Yes, sir.
That's what we do. We're Israelites.
Yes, sir.
That was a horrible decision to press Aaron to make a golden calf. That was a horrible choice.
Man.
It was a horrible choice for Aaron to do it.
Right.
You see? But seek counsel, seek guidance, and everything. You understand what I'm saying? Go ahead.
So these Israelites that were led out of Egypt, were they all in the truth or knew about the truth, like how we learned it right now?
No, they didn't have Christ.
Okay, yeah.
They didn't have Christ. And now they weren't in the ones that was worshiping that calf, they weren't in the truth.
Man.
You get what I'm saying? They broke the law.
Yeah.
You see? Which is, never mind. But you get the point.
Yeah, yes, sir.
You see what I'm saying? But making the right, you want to make the right choice, man. You don't, but you also don't want it to sit in your mind and burn in your chest. How you should go about something. You should just get counsel. Don't ever hesitate to get counsel. You get what I'm saying? The more you hesitate, that you give him time, Satan time to creep in and possibly sabotage something. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know? So, but that's pretty much it. Was there any questions? No, I see all the questions. I'm asking y'all, or giving them a chance to ask. I appreciate everybody that rocked out with us today. There will be no Sabbath service in the morning. I know normally we have them Saturday morning. This is just this week. This is just this week. You understand? So I'll give y'all a second to type in any questions you may have. These fries are fire, so I get. Ooh wait. Nope.
Sloppy, sir.
Go ahead.
Do you think we can have a to be continue on the, how can I say, Aaron's sons and then the death of Aaron?
You know what? I meant to get that.
Come
I meant to get that, but for time's sake, okay, so we have part 2. Yeah, we can do a part 2.
on.
Let's remind me, all right? Remind me. Because
Yeah.
go ahead.
No, say just what I always want to come off not to talk. Well, not to talk was talking about earlier how the Christian church had us messed up on that Moses having a speech impediment. Yeah, man, that's the imagination that the Christian church put all down truth to the word, man.
Yeah.
Because they had me believe that for a long time too. And since you start reading and breaking it down right now, I always thought he had a speech impediment too. Man.
I'm not saying he did it, but it doesn't specify.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Right.
So,
It's like your way makes more sense.
Yeah.
nah, this is the Bible. You know, you never want to like
Well,
put
not yet.
extra on it. You know.
Come
So help me out with this camera.
on.
I imagine this is me. Just me. Just me. We're gonna close the Sabbath service. This week's Southern California Sabbath service. Laya Sharala. Right, Amayu Apanyakwadam, which means to stand and face the east. Stand and face the east. Rise and face the east. You understand? So let's go to the Lord's Prayer. In the Hebrew, ready?
Come.
Abanala,
Abanala.
Shabbat Shemayim,
Shabbat Shemayim.
Wadash,
Wadash.
Ayah,
Ayah.
Shemka,
Shemka.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Malak with Ka,
Malak Ka.
Ba'ah,
Taba'ah.
Ratazaka,
Ratazaka.
Ayah,
Ayah.
Aisha,
Aisha.
Ba'arataza,
Ba'arataza.
Kawa,
Kawa.
Ayah,
Ayah.
Bashamayim,
Bashamayim.
Lanal,
Lathanyanal.
Lakum,
Lakam.
Call,
Call.
Yawam,
Yawam.
Wasalak Lanal,
Wasalak now.
Kawawath now,
Kawawak now.
Kasalak now,
Kasalak now.
Kawawath now,
Kawawak now.
Wala'ah,
Wala'ah.
Tabaya now,
Tabawa now.
Benasaya one,
Basaiwa.
Abal,
Abal.
Awashai now,
Awashai now.
Mayan,
Mayan.
Rai,
Rai.
Kaya,
Kaya.
Laka,
Laka.
Hamalakwa,
Hawalakwa.
Ha'ala,
Wala'ala.
Watapara,
Watapara.
La'aywalumium,
Wala'alam.
Amen.
Amen.
In English, our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in
hallowed
heaven,
be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
thy kingdom come,
Thy kingdom come.
thy will be done,
Thy will be done
in earth, as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day,
Give us this day
our daily bread.
our daily bread,
Forgive us our
and
debts,
forgive us our debts
as we forgive our debtors.
as we forgive our
And
debtors.
lead us not
And lead us not
into temptation,
into temptation,
but deliver us
but deliver us
from evil.
from evil.
For thine is the
For
kingdom,
thine is the kingdom,
and the power,
and the power,
and the glory,
and the glory,
forever,
forever.
So be it.
So be it.
Hakak, or the power. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'asham.
Ba'asham.
Yahushai.
Yahushai.
Babakashah.
Babakashah.
Nathanael.
Nathanael.
Hakak.
Hakak. Hakak.
Larapah.
Laparah.
Call.
Call.
Makala.
Malakala.
Wakal.
Wakal.
Madua.
Madua.
Hakak.
Hakak.
Latahar.
Latahar.
Ha.
Ha.
Matazarayim.
Matazarayim.
Hakak.
Hakak.
Lahaquayim.
Lahaquayim.
Mathiam.
Hayamathim.
Hakak.
Hakak.
Isle.
Isle.
Rakawath.
Bakarat.
Atamala.
Atamala.
Agarashan.
Agarashan.
Ba'asham.
Ba'asham.
Yahushai.
Yahushai.
For water.
For water.
Amen.
Amen.
In English, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushai.
In the name of Yahushua,
Please.
Please.
Give us the power.
give us the power.
The power to heal.
The power to
All
heal.
manner of sickness.
In all manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
In all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the leper.
The power to cleanse the
The
lepers.
power to raise the
The
dead.
power to raise the
The
dead.
power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean
To
spirits.
cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of
In the
Yahushai.
name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
The blessings. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah
Wa
Yahweh.
Yahushai.
Wa Yahushua.
Wa Me'aka'ala.
Wa Ma'akahala.
Wa Alahayim.
Wa Ahayim.
Wa Tazab Ya'ah.
Wa Lazabahah.
Alawap Yahana.
Alawap Yahana.
Ha'alawapyim.
Ha'alawapyim.
Ha'suranyim.
Hasaramyim.
Ha'kwatazayanyim.
Ha'kwatazayamim.
Ha'kayayoyim.
Hakayoyoyim.
Wa ha'akwatyan.
Wa Hakalak. Salaki.
Wa ha'akwatyan.
Hakalawapyim.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bahasham.
Bahasham.
Yahushai.
Yahushua.
The water.
The water.
Amen.
Amen.
In English, bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahushai.
And Yahushua.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commanding General Yahana.
Commander General
The
Yahana.
generals.
And the generals.
The captains.
The captains.
The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of
In
Yahushai.
the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah.
Asha'ah.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
All. Haryam.
And Haryam.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Yaba'ah.
Yaba'ah.
Isaiah.
Isaiah.
Ma'ain.
Ma'ain.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Shemayim.
Shemayim.
Waratazah.
Waratazah.
All.
All.
Yatan.
Yatan.
Lamawat.
Malawat.
Regalka.
Regalka.
All. Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Hana.
Hana.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Yayashan.
Yayashan.
Shawamar.
Shawamar.
Yasharallah.
Yasharallah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamarka.
Shamarka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazalka.
Tazalka.
Al-Yad.
Ayad.
Yamimka.
Yamimka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamash.
Yashamash.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yakaka.
Yakaka.
Yarak.
Yarak.
Balayallah.
Yarak.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamarka.
Yashamarka.
Makal.
Makal.
Rai.
Rai.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Napashka.
Apnapashka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Haza'atka.
Haza'atka.
Wa'aka.
Wa'aka.
Ma'ita.
Ma'ita.
Wa'id.
Wa'ai.
I will.
I wonder.
Psalm 121. In English, I will lift up my eyes unto the hill.
I will lift up my eyes to the
From
hills.
whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from the
My
Lord,
help cometh from the
which
Lord,
made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be
He
moved.
will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth
shall
Israel
neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor
The
sleep.
Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy
The
keeper.
Lord is thy shade
The Lord is thy shade
upon thy right hand.
upon thy right
The
hand.
sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by
nor
day,
the moon moon by night.
nor the moon by
The
night.
Lord shall preserve thee
The Lord shall preserve thee
from all evil.
from all
He
evil.
shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy
The
soul.
Lord shall preserve thy going out
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming
from
in
this time forth
from this time forth
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore.
It's like Psalms 83. Alahayim,
Alahayim,
all,
all,
Damiyah,
Damiyah,
Lakah,
Lakah,
all,
all,
Takarash,
Takarash,
all,
Wa'al,
Tashikwat,
Tashikwat,
all,
all,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Hana,
Hana,
Awiyabika,
Ayabika,
Hamayawan,
Yerwamaka,
Ra'ash,
Ya'ash,
Ail,
Ail,
Hamaka,
Hamaka,
Ironwa,
Ira,
Sawada,
Sawada,
Dayata,
Dayata,
Tazawa,
Tazwa,
Ail,
Ail,
Pawanyika,
Tazawamika,
Marwa,
Amara,
Lakawa,
Lakawa,
Lakakidam,
Lakakidam,
Magaya,
Magaya,
Wala'a,
Wala'a,
Nazakar,
Nazakar,
Shum,
Shum,
Kasharala,
Kasharala,
Kawada,
Kawada,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Nawa,
Nawa,
Tazawa,
Tazwa,
Laba,
Laba,
Kadwa,
Lokabwa,
Ayaka,
Laika,
Baryath,
Myrath,
Karathwa,
Karathwa,
Alaya,
Aya,
Adawam,
Adawam,
Wa,
Wa,
Ashmalim,
Hashemayim,
Mawaba,
Mawaba,
Hagarium,
Mawagarium,
Gabal,
Gabal,
Mawan,
Mawan,
Malak,
Mawala,
Palashath,
Parashah,
Amishabia,
Abishabia,
Tazawar,
Tazwar,
Gum,
the Gum,
Ashawar,
Ashawar,
Alawa,
Ashawar,
Imam,
Mayam,
Hayawa,
Adawa,
Zarawai,
Zarawai,
Labunya,
Labunya,
Lawat,
Awat,
Salah,
Salah,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Laham,
Laham,
Kamadian,
Kamadian,
Kasaya,
Kasaya,
Sarah,
Sarah,
Kayabian,
Kayabian,
Nakal,
Nakal,
Oyashwan,
Kawashwan,
Shamadwa,
Ashwaban,
Bayan,
Hayam,
Dara,
Yara,
Hayawa,
Kaiwa,
Daman,
Daiwa,
Ladama,
Ladama,
Shayatamwa,
Shayatamwa,
Nada,
Lada,
Yamawa,
Kaiwa,
Kairab,
Kaiwa,
Kazaba,
Kazaba,
Kazabat,
Kazaba,
Katazal,
Katazal,
Nanai,
Nanai,
Call,
Call,
Sayakamwa,
Nasawakam,
Nasayakamwa,
Yakamon,
Ashar,
Ashar,
Amarwa,
Kamara,
Lairasha,
Arasha,
Lanawa,
Lawa,
Af,
Ah,
Nawa,
Nawa,
Alahayim,
Alahayim,
Alahaya,
Alahaya,
Shaitamwa,
Shaitamwa,
Kagagala,
Wagagala,
Kakwash,
Kakash,
Lapunya,
Lapanya,
Ka,
Kaka,
Kaash,
Kaash,
Abaira,
Ira,
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 Wa, Kalhaba,
Kaba,
Alahat,
Alaha,
Haryam,
Hayam,
Khan,
Khan,
Tharadapma,
Karadama,
Asairika,
Asarika,
Wabasa,
Babasa,
Pathka,
Apafka,
Tabahalam,
Tabahalam,
Mala'a,
Ah,
Punyaham,
Tamam,
Polawan,
Hawam,
Waya,
Aya,
Kwashwa,
Kashwa,
Shumka,
Shumka,
Yahawa,
Yahawa,
Bashwa,
Yabashwa,
Waya,
Waya,
Bahalwa,
Bahawa,
Adya'ai,
Adai,
Waya,
Waya,
Kaparwa,
Kapara,
Waya,
Waya,
Abadwa,
Kabawa,
Waya,
Waya,
Aiwa,
Daiwa,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Ata,
Ata,
Shumka,
Shumka,
Yahawa,
Yahawa,
Badka,
Babaka,
Alyawan,
Iwam,
Alcall,
Alakal,
Harataza.
Hiratazar.
In English, keep not thou silence, O God.
Keep not thy silence, O God.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O God.
O God.
For lo,
thine
thine enemies
enemies
make a tumult.
Make a tumult.
And they that hate thee
And they that hate
have
thee
lifted up the head.
have lifted up the
They
head.
have taken crafty counsel
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people.
against thy people.
And consulted
And consulted
against thy hidden ones.
against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
Come, and
and
let us cut them off
let us cut them off
from being a nation.
from being a nation.
That the name of Israel
That the name of Israel
may be no more in remembrance.
maybe no more remember.
They have consulted together
They have consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against
The
thee.
tabernacles of Edom
The tabernacles of Edom
and the Ishmaelites
and the Ishmaelites
of Moab
of Moab
and the Hagarenes
and the Hagarenes,
Gabal
Gabal
and Ammon
and Ammon
and Amalek
and Amalek,
the Philistines
the Philistines
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Assur also is joined with them.
Assur also is joined with
They
them.
have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them
Do unto them
as unto the Midianites,
as to the
as
Midianites,
to Sisera,
as to Syria,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of
at
Kisan,
the brook of
which
Kisan,
perished at Endor.
which perished at
They
Endor.
became as dung for the earth.
They have become as done for the earth.
Make their nobles like a
Make
red,
their nobles as
and
Horeb
like Zaid,
and Isaiah.
yea,
Yea,
all their princes,
all their princes
as Abad,
as Abad,
as Almunah,
and as
who
Almula,
said,
who said,
let us take to ourselves
let us take to
the
ourselves
house of God in possession.
the houses of God in
Oh
possession.
my God,
Oh my
make
God,
them like a will,
make them like a
as
wheel,
the stubble before the wind,
as the stubble before
as
the
the
wind,
fire burneth the wood,
as the fire burneth the
and as the
wood,
flames set the mountains on
and
fire.
as the flames set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them
So persecute
with
them
thy tempest,
with thy tempest,
and make them afraid
and make them afraid
with thy storm.
with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with
that
shame,
they may seek thy name.
that they may seek thy name.
O Lord,
O
let
Lord,
them be confounded
let them be confounded
and troubled
and troubled
forever.
forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame,
let them be put to shame
and perish,
perish,
that men may know
that men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high
art the most high
over all the earth.
over all the earth.